Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm JP Thong. I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Malaysia. How is everyone doing this morning? Again, as we are waiting for everyone to tune in, please get yourself comfortable and get into position because as soon as everyone tunes in, we shall start with the 9 round breathing meditation. Hi, good morning, Jacinta. Thank you very much for tuning in this morning. So do a bit of stretching as we're waiting for everyone to tune in. You can roll your head. Roll your head a little bit as we're waiting. Relax. Roll your shoulders. Remember to breathe in and out as we are stretching. Okay, for those of you who are prone to pins and needles, do stretch your lower limbs. If you have pins and needles on your arm area, you can stretch a little bit as well. Very slowly as we wait for everyone else to tune in. Hi, morning, King Hoy, Agnes. Good morning. Corinne, Sophia, Lai Hing, Frank. Hi, morning. Hi, Hi, David. Hi, Polly. Hi, Glenn. Morning. Yeah, we'll wait for a few more seconds. So, do a bit of stretching, yeah. And again, if you're feeling pins and needles all the time when you are meditating, adjust your seat or by adding more cushion on top. Make sure that they're firm and not too soft. Otherwise, you'll be struggling because you have to keep pushing yourself up and you may have lower back ache at the end of the meditation. Hi, morning, Pastor, honey. Morning, Lily. Hi, morning, Whoopi. Okay, just a few more seconds and we shall start. Oh, the sun is in my face already. It's nice. Okay, I think we're almost there. Now we shall start with the 9 round breathing meditation. If you're all ready, we'll start in 3 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Left hand out, thumb down. Wrap your thumb. Put your fist under your right armpit and press onto your left nostril. Breathe in slowly. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Remember to breathe all the way in to your abdomen and breathe all the way out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take your time. Right palm out, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put the fist under your left armpit, left hand on your right nostril, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And breathe in. Very good. Both hands on your thighs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, and we're done with the 9-round breathing meditation. Hi, evening, Natasha. Thank you for tuning in again. Morning, Ben, Dr. Hank. Hi, Sharon, Cassandra. Morning. So, how is everyone doing this morning? Did you have a good rest? I sure did. Um, yes, because yesterday I was very, very busy doing some work in my room, and yeah, it was a full day of work for me. So, very, very grateful for that. I'm scratching because when I came out just now, I didn't spray insect repellent, and I was bitten all over my arms. That's okay. The itch will go away. I just don't focus on it. Okay. Now, we shall start very soon with the 20-minute single pointed meditation. So do get yourself comfortable. I'm adjusting myself as I'm talking to you. Okay, do a bit of stretching, and we will start shortly. Now sit at the edge of the cushion always. Again, listen to your body. If you're not sitting right, you will be getting a little bit of aches and pains, maybe on your lower back or even on your thigh, on your lower limb area. Again, if your cushion is either too soft, if it's too soft, then definitely you will find yourself having lower back ache because you keep having to prop yourself up. Okay? If it's too hard, then because it stops the circulation around your butt area, then the blood doesn't flow to your limbs. That's where you get a lot of pins and needles. So always get a cushion that that is not too soft and not too firm. Yeah, it's quite tricky, so you may have to layer them. All right. Okay. So we're going to start now. If everyone's ready, get into position. Straighten your back. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Remember, either you can put your hands like this or like this, and tilt your chin slightly downwards like this. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in through your abdomen. And breathe out all the way. Breathe in the white healing light that is filled with love, kindness, compassion, and all the oxygen. Fill every part of your body with this healing white light. And when you breathe out all your anxiety, your fear, your worries, your aches and pains. Visualize it as dark smoke. Every single part of your body, every cell is now tingling in this white healing light. And every single cell of your body is filled with loving kindness and compassion. Focus on the breath at the nostril area. Watch your thoughts come back to the nostril. Watch your emotions and come back to the nostril. Watch my voice as sound and come back to the nostril. Watch all your thoughts and come back to the nostril. 3, 2, 1. And we're done. So how was everyone? How did you feel? So for those of you who just tuned in, we just finished our 20-minute single-pointed meditation. And I noticed that some of you are quite new here. If you'd like to join us, please do so. This is our 4th week already, and we started with 5 minutes. And now, and for every week, we added 5 minutes to it. So now we're on the 20-minute threshold. Wow, so that was very calming and peaceful for me. How about you? How was it for you? Hi, Agnes. It's okay. Hope everything is okay. So you're going to hospital for blood tests. Hi, Dr. May. Thank you for tuning in. Terrence, hello. Thank you very much for tuning in. And Pastor Antoinette, Mr. Ong, good morning. And Hannah. Melissa says, good morning. Having the little aches and pain all over, but I'm embracing it. I'm even grateful for pain. It means I'm very much alive. Yes, that's a very positive way of looking at it. Yeah. You're having Melissa, you're having aches and pains because you're falling sick, or you're just a bit sore from exercise or something like that. Now, do write, share with me what you've written for your gratitude journal. So as you're writing, I will share with you what I wrote. Where is it? Here we go. Yesterday I wrote that I'm grateful for mosquito coils. And number 2, I'm grateful for the frontline workers who risk their lives for others every day without fail. And I'm grateful for Malaysia to have a very professional and effective Director General of Health who's managing the COVID-19 situation in Malaysia. So I'm very, very grateful for those 3 things. And how about you? Lai Hing says, feel calm. Yes. You see, as we progress to 20 minutes, the first few minutes will be, quite active. Then after that, you will notice that your body and your mind will have a calmness. And although thoughts may arise, emotions may arise, you may hear sounds, you may have a bit of aches and pains there, but it's okay. But your mind is still very calm, and you're just watching it, and then we bring our focus back to our nostril. Do you notice that there's a difference already now that we are at the 20-minute threshold? Cortland says, thoughts flying around but managed to focus back. Some numbness on left leg, but focus back. Great. The first few minutes had a lot of distractions, feeling calm and relaxed towards the end. Yes. And that's what it's all about with this single-pointed meditation. Lily says, grateful for having access to fresh food supply. Grateful to discover new sources for my research. Grateful that a long-time friend reached out to me recently. Yeah, I hear that nowadays, during this lockdown, people are reconnecting with friends and family members whom they have not connected for a long time, and it's great to reconnect again. So yeah, so that's the good news during lockdown. Wubi says, felt better and calmer today, caused less pins and needles after change cushion. Oh, I'm glad it works, yeah, Wubi. So remember that same cushion and that same position, and it will help you in your future meditation. Lai Hing says, grateful for aloe vera and washing machine. Okay. Is this fresh aloe vera, Lai Hing? You have an aloe vera plant in your house, is that right? Yiman says, hi Iman, thank you for tuning in this morning. Grateful to know that my plants in the office survived despite not being watered for more than a month as I've been working from home. Grateful that my colleague went to the office yesterday and helped to water our plants. Grateful that a recently reconnected old friend who is a qualified pharmacist concerned with my health and advised what supplements I should take. That's wonderful. So it sounds like you are working in an essential industry, and you are allowed to go back to work. Okay. Well, remember to continue social distancing, and also to wear masks and sanitize all the time. Cocklen, excuse me, grateful rain last night to further clean the air, opportunity to participate together in this joint meditation and learning from each other. Yes, that's wonderful, Cocklen. And Dr. Hang, happy meditation on Saturday. Felt used to this routine every day and adapting well. Yeah, that's exactly the key here. It's already end of our 4th week, and as you can see, it has become part of, well, it's become part of my new lifestyle, and it becomes totally effortless for me. How about for you? Natasha, gratitude, cushions on my back and seat during long days working at home. Grateful I have this meditation to look forward to each day. Grateful for unexpected new connections. Oh, that's wonderful, Natasha. Thank you. Korean, relax, had a slight strain on the neck when I woke up. The pain seems to have gone away now. Great. That's wonderful. Yeah, sometimes I notice that, the few mornings when I wake up with a headache, and I do the breathing meditation. So I conscientiously breathe deeper breaths, and then as I exhale, I exhale all the way. It helps with the headache. It actually lessens it. Yeah, that's what I experience. How about you? Christina, gratitude, grateful for a beautiful new day. Get to eat my favorite food during lockdown and grateful to be loved. That's really nice, Christina. Wubi, grateful to a passenger now who took time to answer my question on my late dog. Yes. You see, because in Kechara we realized that since we're going to be having this lockdown indefinitely, so and a lot of our activities have to stop. So instead of you guys coming to us, we are now going to your homes. Thank goodness for internet. Yeah, so we will be operating from this platform, until the entire situation is much better. Yeah, then we can meet in Kechara Forest Retreat in the future. Lying, is it better to sit on the floor, or is the effect the same sitting on the chair? Is it better on the floor or is it on a chair? Either way, it's fine. There are some people with a physical condition that that does not enable them to sit on the floor. It's fine, especially those with knee problems. I would suggest that you don't force it, because you may injure yourself. The key here is not about whether the floor or the chair. The key here is get yourself comfortable, and in a way that your blood can circulate better, and then focus on the breath. Yeah, our exercise here is to train ourselves to control our mind so that we can focus on the breath. You can focus on anything you like. I'm just using the breath because why? Because you see, we are creatures of habit. So if you say, oh no, I prefer to focus on my meditative music, and you condition yourself to always meditate with the music, and when you're traveling or you're going somewhere in the future and you don't have your music, you're going to be a bit disoriented. Yeah, so that's why I personally feel that it is more effective for me if I focus with my breath. I focus on my breath because, well, anywhere I go, I'm just going to be focusing on my nostril. It makes it so much easier. Yeah. When I first started, I was focusing on a candle, and I got used to that. So without a candle, I could not meditate. Not that I couldn't meditate, but I just found that I was struggling because, and it took me a while to readjust myself again. See, so I was like, maybe that's not a good idea. So then I resorted to the traditional way of just focusing on my breath. Yeah, so that's my personal experience. Well, you can share yours. Yeah. So I hope that explains, Lai Hing. Dr. Han, grateful for Wi-Fi, smartphone, new technology, and so many live sessions on FB and webinars everywhere. Yes, definitely. I think moving forward, even after this lockdown, this is how it's going to be. There'll be less of us interacting with each other physically because, who knows? There may be other mutated strains of COVID-19, and definitely things will not be the same anymore after this. Yeah. Pasani, thankful for the daily live video sessions, including morning guided meditation sessions from KFR to give structure to a daily spiritual program. Yes, thank you. Amazing that we wake up automatically without alarm. Tell me about it, right, Lai Hing? I do that. I don't know whether or not because I'm nervous that I'm gonna miss out the morning sessions or what, but I always wake up like at 5 something, 6 something, and I'll be like, is it time? Before this, I'll be like sound asleep at 5, 6 a.m. Yeah, you are right. For some reason, our body is, it's now reconditioned, yeah, to wake up at this hour. And it feels great. It feels great to wake up early. Grateful to be in the now, yes, definitely. Waiting, grateful for the meditation daily, grateful for able to find food supply for my cat online. Grateful for the Malay friends for following Ramadan from home. Okay. Jacinta, grateful for having my data plan back. Yes, that's very helpful. Having time to meditate, and lastly, managing the Google Meet Zoom every day without much hassles. That's wonderful. And Hannah, grateful it become a motivation, make me wake up early to join this meditation. It makes me feel calm and relaxed. It's so nice. Definitely, because because even before this, I would do my daily prayers before I sleep, and it's good. Now that I have included, so in addition to that I'm doing, when I'm now doing this morning meditation with all of you, and I noticed that I think it is a great way to start the day because it grounds me in the morning. And again, I have my daily intention. And my entire day is, how would I say, is very grounded, and there is a very clear direction of what it is that I want to create for that day. So I don't feel listless and lost and always looking around for something to do, because I'm very clear with my intention. So that helps me. That helps me very, very much so. And I don't struggle to always look out, feeling bored, because I have a clear intention of what it is that I want to do. And everything just falls in place when I have a very clear intention. Yeah. And that really helps. Yeah, so does it help for you? Excuse me. Lai Hing, we'll probably try sitting on a chair tomorrow to see how it feels. Oh, I didn't realize that you're sitting on the floor, Lai Hing, because you do have issues with your knees. So I wouldn't push. If you have a physical condition that does not allow you to sit on the floor, don't force yourself, because you may aggravate your condition. Okay, and we don't want to do that. And for some of you who say, who may think, hey, is it better if I do the lotus position where both my legs are up like that? Let me see if I can do it. Like that. Here you go. Yeah? You can, if it feels comfortable. You see, to me, it's not very comfortable because I'm not used to it, and it's just pulling on my legs. And to me it's a further distraction for me. Okay, so I think as beginners, we do what is comfortable for us. Of course, it is said that when you do this lotus position, it helps you circulate the chi, the energy, a lot better. Just like this, theoretically, by right, we're supposed to do this. Okay, lotus position, and then your hands, left hand down, right hand over it. Okay, in this position, it is said that the chi will flow much better. Yeah. Well, we have to get used to this position, because you see now my legs are aching big time already, so I shall give it a break. Yeah. So I think for our purpose, it's more about controlling the mind. So we will do that in the most comfortable way we can. But then again, let's not lay down, because we will definitely fall asleep. Okay, so if for some of you, even I remember saying that it is good to actually look downwards, 45-degree angle, instead of closing your eyes, because when you look up, you'll be distracted with all the things that are happening. And so the middle way is to look down 45-degree angle, because when you close your eyes, you may fall asleep. But some of you uh, said that you actually could focus better when you close your eyes. It's great. You can do that. There's no hard and fast rule. It's just that based on experience, people tend to fall asleep, or they kind of drift away and kind of like doze off, and then they come back. So that there is a probability there. So that's why it's recommended 45-degree angle. And Lee WP, hi. Shall we focus on the sensation of nostril if arises? Focus on the sensation. Just focus on it. Just draw the focus on this area. Yeah. So if you're feeling the sensation, watch it. Just watch the sensation. It's fine. Because the key here is to draw the mind towards this, the sensation of the air going in and out, passing through the rim, the outer rim of your nostrils. Yeah, that is the key here. And the more we focus, you will notice that your awareness of that sensation of the air passing through your nostrils become stronger and stronger. I'm not sure if you've noticed that already, but you will definitely feel it at the outer rim of your nostrils, and that is the key there. Yeah, we're not going to focus on, oh, what's that sensation about, like analyzing the sensation, but acknowledging it and watching it. Yeah, you can do that, definitely. Sharon, gratitude. Grateful for an impromptu short crazy dance with my son in the kitchen yesterday, and grateful to be able to laugh. Grateful for my blessed Mala's prayer beats. Oh, that's very nice. You're most welcome, Lai Hing. So today, you can continue writing, yeah? And if you do have any questions, do continue writing on the comment section. Now, as I'm going to give a short explanation on today's topic, and that is jealousy, jealousy, jealousy. What is jealousy and where does it arise from? Now, jealousy, all of us have gone through that to a certain level, to a certain degree, and and then when people are jealous, we kind of get very irritated and we just don't want to deal with it. So where does jealousy come from? Where does it come from? Again, jealousy arises from that fear and insecurity in us. And that sense of entitlement that when somebody has it, you feel that why is it that I don't have it? So it's that sense of entitlement without having to try too hard to get, yeah. And even if you have tried very hard to get what others have, but whether or not you have enough awareness to make better choices to get what you want to get. So, but see, you can be envious. Envious is, oh, wow, I am very happy that you have what you have, but I also aspire to, I aspire to one day have what you have. That is envious. Yeah, but jealousy is where you hold on to that negative feeling whereby you think that that person doesn't deserve it and you deserve it more. You deserve it more. So where does that come from? It's all about insecurity and fear. It's that deep-rooted insecurity and fear, again, that we are so focused on because of our past wrong experiences and our past wrong perception. And we hold on to it. And we hold on to it. And we keep replaying it in our subconscious. Whether or not consciously we want it or not, but subconsciously there is this tape that keeps running and running and running in the background. And that's why many, many times, well, I hear people say, but I can't help it. I am so jealous. I don't see why that person deserves it. And I worked so hard for it, and I still don't get it. Yeah. So it all comes from that sense of entitlement because we feel that we deserve it. It's always about the me, 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 me. So I deserve it and you don't deserve because, maybe you're not good looking enough, maybe you're not smart enough, maybe I feel you didn't work hard enough. Maybe you're such a nasty person. Why is it that you're blessed with all these things in life? Why is it so unfair? So all this arises from, again, our fear and insecurity, and as such, we have a wrong experience of the person, and as a result, wrong perception of the person. Yeah, does that make sense? So when we feel a sense of jealousy, again, look deep down. Look deep down. Because why? No matter how hard we have tried, because that is the level of our awareness at that point of time. We may think that we have done 100%. Yes, I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have, but it doesn't mean that you are fully aware of other choices that could actually lead to that goal that you have been looking for. So based on your result, the reason why we still don't get what we want is perhaps most likely is because we have not trained ourselves to increase the level of awareness to a point that we can see more choices in front of us, and it is these set of choices that will lead us to achieving what it is that we want to achieve in our life. Yeah, so we can think all we want. That's why, and we can justify all we want, but based on results, we don't have what it takes yet. We don't have what it takes yet to get that. And for some people, they hide behind their laziness. Oh, I tried, but this happened. This is always blaming. They tried, and then they jump in a little bit, and then because it's so difficult and it's so challenging, and they just withdraw themselves, and they say, well, it's because of this, 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 this. It's always because of something, of something that's stopping them from achieving. So, and some people actually hide behind that and talk about it to cover up. So that why? Again, it's their mind playing tricks on them to make them feel less guilty about themselves not wanting to put in the 100% effort. Because a lot of times when we succeed in life, it is because we have made choices, 100 choices, 1,000 choices that did not serve us. But because of that one, but because we still continued regardless, and it took that one choice that we made, and that was the solution, and we succeeded. And everybody go, wow, that's wonderful. It's because of that one choice. So what's my point? Doesn't matter how many attempts you make. The key here is that consistency and the perseverance to keep going at it, if that is what we really want. So be prepared to make choices that are not going to work for you. Be prepared that it's going to go into the thousands. Okay? Choices that do not work for you. I didn't say you fail, you didn't fail. It's just that the choice is additional information for you that, okay, that doesn't work. Now you learn something from it. You didn't fail. You actually gained from it because now that you have new information, that at that point of time, that choice didn't work for you. So it's a game. So you learn something. Okay, so I didn't say you fail. I said you learn from the choice that you made. Whether it works or not at that point of time, you learned. Because why? You can do the same project in a different environment, different time, and you can use the same method, but it may not work because the time has changed and the environment and conditions have all changed. And it's okay because we have already trained, we have already rehabituated ourselves to keep going at it. We have reconditioned ourselves to keep going at it until we achieve. And that's the key here. So, for people who are always very jealous, it's because, well, we think we are entitled. It's always about the me, 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 me. You know, I am entitled. You know, I deserve this. So it can stem from that kind of a conversation in your mind. Or it can also come, you know, or another one which I just highlighted is that the person is hiding behind their laziness. Hiding behind their laziness and covering it with a lot of reasons. And they are valid reasons. You know, anything in life that we do, there will always be obstacles. There are hurdles to overcome before we can get to that destination. Always. Of course, some people are lucky. There are exceptions, you know, whereby they just like stroll in the park and then ta-da, and then they're there. It's like effortless. Effortless. There are exceptions, but most of the time, I think you and I know, and we're of a certain age, and you know, everything needs a lot. Anything we do in life, if we want to succeed in it, needs a lot of hard work, and there's no shortcut to it. There's none. If people tell you that there is a shortcut, then you know, I'm sorry, it's a lie. There's no shortcut. Not at all. Excuse me. Okay, so these two. So talking about the jealousy, so it comes from this two, set of mind. So the good news is, okay, I acknowledge it, that I fall into one of this, and you know what? I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. So that's the good news. So if you don't like to feel jealous all the time because it eats into you regardless, and you know it really, there's so much negativity in jealousy. There's so much that it actually brings you down. It brings you down. So we have a choice here. Either we continue allowing it to bring us down, or we say, you know what, I think it's enough. I will keep focusing at it, and you know what, the person deserves what the person gets because, well, there must be something that the person did right. There must be something that the person did right. There must be. Yeah, so we are happy. Why not? The person worked hard for it, and regardless of what we think, oh, the person didn't put in the kind of the person didn't put in enough effort. Why, you know, why do they deserve it? There's no why. There's no why. They were there at the right time, and they did whatever they needed to do. So it was all about timing, and the right conditions arose for them to get it. So they deserve it. That's all. So if you want the same thing, then work for it. Work for it, and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. Keep going at it. And if you run out of ideas, ask people whom you feel are wiser. Wiser, yeah. I'm not saying more successful. I'm talking about wiser. And get them to mentor you. And show you other possibilities that you don't see. So what's my point? Consistently strive for it, and that will heal your jealousy. And for those who are jealous at us, have compassion. Obviously, they don't. Obviously, they are suffering. Definitely, they're suffering deep down, and I'm sure you can empathize because it's not fun to always be jealous because they're very, very unhappy. Very, very unhappy. And because they're so focused in on me, and how they feel they're entitled, it eats into them every day they don't get what they want. It eats into them. And as time goes by, they become very bitter. So we empathize. We empathize and we forgive. Forgive. Does that make sense? Do we have any questions? Christina says, people who are full of jealousy are so toxic. Never a day they are happy for you and can cause troubles endlessly. I run miles away. Well, if they affect you, yes, then turn around and time out. If people like that affect you very much and you don't have the skill yet to handle them, then it is best for you to just walk away for now. Okay, but I would not walk away forever, because why? We need to learn to deal with people like that. There are many people who we perceive as difficult, but you see, that is our reaction. Oh, they're so difficult. That's how we are reacting. So because of that, because we notice that they create problems for us, then train ourselves to rise above it. Like how Michelle Obama always says, when they go low, you go high. When they go low, you go high. So what she means is, regardless of what happens, how low, okay, I'm not judging. I'm just trying to give you that analogy here. No matter how low, quote unquote, they go, you go above it by inspiring them and using a lot of love and compassion towards them, regardless. Because why? After a while, when you quote unquote drown the person with your kindness, they will be moved. Not immediately, but over the years. Over the years. Because why? If your intention is to inspire others because when they're in your space and you are just operating out of loving kindness and compassion, it doesn't mean that you continue to let them take advantage of you, but because of your being, you're operating from so much loving kindness and compassion, they actually become moved by your unconditional love. And they know how nasty they are, and they know that they're so jealous of you, and they just cannot help it. But if you keep showing them a lot of love and forgiveness and kindness, after a while, you will break through. You will. But before you do that, strengthen your mind, do the meditation so that you control yourself and not flare up and go, I'm going to kill that person. Yeah? So see, that takes time. So when are you ready? You will never be ready. You'll never. So if you want to challenge yourself and hone yourself, put yourself in that position. You see, the secret to test whether or not we have honed our skills is to put ourselves in those situations and see how we react. The reaction will come, definitely, but you know what? Now you have the skill. Take a step back, watch it, like bye, and focus on your intention. What is intention? What is the intention that you want to create for the day? And when this person comes along, how does that fall into being aligned to your day's intention? And that's very, very clear already. You see how beneficial single-pointed meditation is. See, so yes, I would do that. And my teacher always says, JP, you have to stop running away from all these difficult situations, and especially when people are confrontational. I I stay away. But he said, you know what? If you want to evolve, evolve. That is something you have to put yourself in the eye of the storm. That's where the real practice is. Because when everything is calm, I mean, there's nothing to practice on. There's nothing to practice on. Okay, I'm not saying that this is for everyone, but if you feel that you are up for that challenge, to hone yourself even further, do that, because that's where wisdom and realizations arise. That's where we gain more wisdom, we become wiser, and we become honed with skills to be able to see through human psychology, how people think. Okay, I'm not suggesting for everyone, but if you feel you're up for the challenge, to do so. But if you're very emotionally driven, if you're a very emotionally driven person, and you don't think you can control yourself yet, don't do it, because you may kill that person. Okay, so I hope that helps. Yes, they are never happy for you. It's true, but it's okay. We forgive. There's nothing. Different people have different emotional afflictions, because they quote unquote suffered in their earlier years, and they just never learned how to deal with it. They never learned to let go of it, and they never healed it. So, see, remember what I said? How negative a person is towards us is a reflection of how much they're hurting inside. Okay? So how much a person is trying to hurt us and inflict suffering on us is a reflection of how much they're hurting inside. Because if a person is not hurting inside, and a person is not filled with all these negativities, they would not be hurting you. They wouldn't be saying nasty things to inflict suffering on others. You see, because that is their comfort zone. That's their comfort zone. On a conscious level, they do not want that. But on a subconscious level, because they have not worked on it and address it, that's that tape at the background that keeps rolling and keep playing. And they cannot help it. So when we realize that, oh my goodness, poor thing. Can you imagine? I mean, all of us have that to a certain extent. And look at all the suffering that we go through. So because of that, we learn to empathize and have compassion onto others. And we forgive. Because all of us, to a certain degree, are like that. I'm not talking about jealousy per se, but all these little things that come from fear and insecurity. Yeah? So I hope that helps. Hi, Sumei, 你好. Iman. Hi, JP and everyone. Thanks, JP, for covering my many thought-provoking topics of the past 5 days. Here are my questions, and if these will take too much of your time, please answer them on another day. Okay, I'll do that. So it is, I'll read it very quickly because we have to wrap up already. We're way past our time. It is insightful how you relate respect with embracing differences and wrong perception. Can I say that respecting others for their differences in the form of kindness as well? When we are truly kind to others, we don't judge them but empathize with them. Do you think walking away from a personal situation is an acceptable way of embracing differences, for example, in partnership? Well, you do have a lot of questions, Iman. So I have to stop there because we're running way out of time. But I will definitely answer those questions in the next few days. All right, so thank you very much for tuning in this morning. And I hope that what I have shared with you all so far has actually helped you to understand how our mind works. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 8:30 Malaysian time. Take care.